أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء المرسلين محمد وأهل بيت الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين سيما الإمام المنتظر الحجة الثاني عشر روحي وأرواح العالمين لتراب مقدم الفداء أما بعد فقد قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في كتابه المجيد والفرقان الحميد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربي زدني علما صدق الله العلي العظيم. Right, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Inshallah, hope everyone is well and everyone can hear me clearly as well. Right, now today I'm going to continue back from the book, and I'm going to start from lesson number 4 because the first few lessons they have been repeated quite a few times, 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to start from lesson number 4 and go through, and then if there's anything which I feel the first few lessons we need to cover, I will go through that. Now, this lesson itself, it's a really straightforward lesson, lesson number 4. I'm going to ask, who shall I ask? Sister Kauthar. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah. Can you hear me, Sister Kauthar? Sister Kauthar, Sayyid, can you hear me? Right. Okay, if she can't hear me, then would it be possible to have then Sister Zohra Virji? Assalamu alaikum, Sister Zohra.
Walaikum salam, Sheikh. Sorry, I couldn't join the earlier class, so I listened to the thing, but I...
No problem.
Yes, sir.
Let's go through this lesson. Bismillah. This is lesson number 4. I'm going to go do lesson number 4, 5, and 6 today, so that inshallah, it gives us the understanding of the previous lesson. Bismillah, go ahead.
Okay. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In this lesson, we are learning the following. The verb in the Madi past tense, example, Zahaba, he went, Raja'a, he returned. Most Arabic verbs have only 3 letters, which are called the radicals. The basic form of the verb in Arabic is the Madi. As we have seen in book 2, Dhahaba means he went, but if it is followed by a subject, the pronoun he is to be omitted. Dhahaba Bilalun means Bilal went, and not Bilal he went. In the same way, Dhahabat means she went, but if a subject follows, the pronoun she is dropped. Example, Dhahabat Aminatu. Amina went. In Dhahaba, he went, and Dhahabat, she went. The subject is said to be Dhamir Muttasir. Mustatir. Hidden pronoun. To this basic form of the Madi, suffixes are added to indicate the other pronouns. This process is called al-isnad. In this lesson, we learn the isnad of the verb in the Madi to the following pronouns. Dhahaba, he went. The subject is Zamir Mustatir, hidden subject. Dhahabat, she went. The subject is Zamir Mustatir. The ta is the sign of it being feminine. Dhahabu, they masculine went. The subject is the waw. The alif after the waw is not pronounced. Dhahabu. Dhahabna, they feminine went. The subject is the noon. Dhahabna. Dhahabta, you masculine singular went. The subject is ta. Dhahabta. Dhahabtu, I masculine and feminine went. The subject is tu. Dhahabtu. Should I continue?
Yes, please.
Okay. Note the difference between the masculine and feminine forms. ذهبوا إلى السوق. أين بلال وحامد وخالد. ذهبوا إلى السوق. Where is Bilal and Hamid and Khalid? They went to the market. أين آمنة وفاطمة وزينب. Where is Amina, Fatima, and Zainab? ذهبنا إلى المدرسة. They went to school.
So what's happening? So what are you seeing here? So what type of verb are we using here?
What?
So is it a singular verb? ذهبوا?
These are plural.
Why? Why are we using plural?
Because there are 3 people
Exactly.
on each group, yeah?
That's right.
Number 2, to render a verb in the Madi negative, the particle ma is used. Example, ذهبت إلى السوق. I went to the market. ما ذهبت إلى السوق. I did not go to the market. ما خرج الإمام من المسجد. The Imam did not go out of the mosque. دخل بلال ولكنه ما جلس. Bilal entered, but he did not sit.
Excellent.
Continue, Sheikh.
So if you want to choose someone, you can. It's entirely a choice.
Sabira Kanji.
Sister Sabira Kanji.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. And you, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Bismillah, number 3. The difference between na'am and bala.
The difference between na'am and bala. The word bala is used in reply to a negative question. If a Muslim is asked, alasta bimuslimin, are you not a Muslim? The answer is ana muslimun, bala. Yes, I am a Muslim, or rather, bala ana muslimun. But if a non-Muslim is asked the same question, he replies, na'am lastu bimuslimin. So in reply to a negative question, na'am means no, and bala means yes. German has a word for bala. It is doch.
Right.
Number 4, لأن, because. Example, ما خرجت من البيت لأن الجو بارد. I did not go out of the house because the weather is cold. ذهب إبراهيم إلى المستشفى لأنه مريض. Ibrahim went to the hospital because he is sick. Note that لأن is made up of li, for, and anna, which is a sister of inna. So the noun following it is mansub.
So لأن الجو, for example, so you can have لأن الجو باردٌ. So here لأنه مريضٌ. The who here, when it's attached, so when it's لأنه, who is going to be the ism of لأن, and مريضٌ is becoming the khabar. So لأن comes the meaning of because, and there's 2 ways of it having its ism. Either it could be a noun like al-jawwa mansub, and here this who is coming as the ism of li'anna. So this is dhamir muttasil, is pronoun, attached pronoun, and it is in the state of mansub. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, let me explain. If it's yeah, I think so, then it's not clear. Okay, let me show you here. Give me 1 second. Sorry, let me just find it for you. So it's exactly the same as this. Inna and li'anna. Remember this? So,
yes. So what you meant was the attached pronoun.
Exactly.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Like it's
So,
the attached pronoun. Okay.
Exactly. So inna means surely, li'annahu means because he, or because it. So it's inna and li'anna are from the same family and does the same action itself.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. And the vocabulary. There's nothing in there. La ba's and shy. Okay, let's go through the lesson now. Now I want yourself with, I'm going to ask, who I'm going to ask? Sister Kauthar. Sister Kauthar, are you there? Sister Kauthar Said, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Alaikum
Assalamu
salam.
alaikum.
Alaikum salam, how are you?
Alhamdulillah.
Right, Sister Sabira, can you read? You become Yusuf and Ibrahim will be Sister Kauthar. Let's go through the lesson. Sister Sabira, Bismillah, read the lesson. Sister Sabira Kanji, can you unmute yourself?
Yep. So I'm Yusuf, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace and blessings be upon you.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban bika ya khali. Kayfa haluk la'allaka bi khair. Peace be upon you too. Wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Do I need to translate that?
That's fine.
Rahmatullah.
That's fine. Ahlan wa sahlan.
Welcome, marhaba, and congratulations. is
Yep.
it?
Yeah. Welcome to you. Marhaban bika means welcome to you. And Ya Khali, how would you translate that?
Is that aunt? Oh,
Oh, my
aunt.
Khalati is aunt. Ya Khali, oh my uncle.
Oh, sorry. Oh, my uncle. How are you?
Mhm.
La'allaka bi khair. I hope you are well.
Excellent. So la'allah. So la'allahu means la'allaka is for you. I hope you are well. So la'allah always gives the meaning of hope. Correct. Continue. Sister Sabira.
Alhamdulillah, aina abuka ya Ibrahimu.
Praise be to Allah.
Yeah, praise be to Allah. Where is your father, O Ibrahim?
Zahaba ila souq. He has gone to the market.
Correct.
Wa aina ummuka, and where is your mother?
ذهبت إلى خالتي Zainab. She has gone to my aunt Zainab.
Wa aina ikhwatuka, and where are your brothers?
ذهبوا إلى الجامعة. They have gone to the university.
Correct.
Wa aina akhwatuka, where are your sisters?
ذهبنا إلى المدرسة. They have gone to school.
Excellent.
أما ذهبت إلى المدرسة اليوم.
No, it's not amma. It's amma. Did not. So it's wait, ma dhahabta, did you not? And amma is the question. Did you not?
Okay. So did you not go to school today?
بلى ذهبت ورجعت بعد حصتي الأولى.
Correct.
Yes, I went to I went, and then afterwards I
Returned.
here.
And after the first period.
Oh, after the first period, I returned back. Is it?
Yes. Yeah. Balala dhahabtu, I went. Warajatu, and returned after the first period.
Okay, thank you.
لماذا رجعت? Why did you return?
ورجعت لأنني مريض. I came back because I was sick.
Correct.
لا بأس. أذهبت إلى طبيب? No problem. Did you go to the doctor?
Excellent.
نعم ذهبت. Yes, I did. Yes, I went.
Excellent. Ahsant, that was brilliant. So
Jazakallah.
now next I'm going to ask, it's going to be Sister, we'll give this one to Sister Zabunisa. Sister Zabunisa, Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam. How are you, sir?
Alhamdulillah. Now I need yourself to do this exercise here. I want you to do 1 to 6. Now what you need to do is that, like Sister Sabira went through the actual points to remember. So now, and Dhahaba, you have to, and Sister Zohra Virji, now Dhahaba's different forms, past tense, will have to be used in these 6 patterns. So when it's singular, then the verb is singular. When it's plural, the verb will be plural. If it's feminine, masculine, the verb will have to be accordingly. So I want you to do this exercise. Bismillah. Al-awladu.
So al-awladu is the plural. So al-awladu dhahabu ila al-mal'abi.
Translation, please.
Al-awladu, the children, they went towards the playground.
Correct.
At-talibatu ila al-madras. At-talibatu dhahabat.
Not dhahabat, at-talibat.
At-talibatu, they are hunna, yes?
Yes.
Dhahabna ila al-madrasat.
Correct.
The female students, they went towards the school.
Correct.
Al-mudarrisu ila al-fasli. Al-mudarrisu dhahabu.
No, al-mudarrisu is singular, so it has to be dhahaba.
Dhahaba. Al-mudarrisu dhahaba ila al-fasli.
Correct.
Ana dhahabtu ila al-matar.
Excellent.
I went towards the airport.
Excellent.
Ukhti zahabat. Here. Zahabat ilal matbakh. My sister went towards the kitchen.
Correct.
Aina zahabta anta. Where did you go?
Excellent. Ahsanti. Is that clear?
Yes.
Brilliant. Right. I'm going to ask the next exercise to be done by, can I request this to be done by Sister Bilqis? Assalamu alaikum, Sister Bilqis.
Walaikum salam, sir. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. Can you do this exercise? 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Sure. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Okay, so Zahabta ila al-mustashfa ya Muhammad. Did you go to hospital, O Muhammad?
So what's the mistake?
Not the correct form of verb is used. Zahabtu is not correct. Zahabta should be the right.
Correct.
Okay. Aminatu wa Fatimatu wa Zainabu zahabu ila al-jami'ati. So the correct should be Aminatu, Fatimatu wa Zainabu zahabna min al-jami'ati.
No, the verb raja'u is not dhahabna. It's
Sorry. Raja'na.
correct.
Sorry. So translation is Amina, Fatima, and Zainab. They went to the university.
Correct.
Okay. Zumala'i zahaba ila makkata. So the correct is Zumala'i zahabu ila makkata.
Correct.
My colleagues went to Makkah. Ana raja'ata min al-riyazi amsi. So the correct is Ana raja'atu min al-riyazi amsi.
Correct.
I returned from Riyadh yesterday. Okay. Maryamu wa banatuha zahabat ila juddata. So Maryamu wa banatuha zahabna ila juddata.
Excellent.
Maryam and her daughters went to Jeddah. Okay. Ummi qala ana marizun. So the correct is Ummi qalat ana maridatun. My mom said, I am sick.
Excellent. Excellent. So that's exercise done. Now the next exercise, it's about the contemplation of li'anna, as we have done already. So li'anna plus huwa becomes li'annahu. Li'anna plus hiya becomes li'annaha, because of she. And if it's because of you, li'annaka. So Okay, Raja Hamid I'm going to ask this exercise to be done by Sister Nigat. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullah, Sister Nigat.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you? Bismillah. Raja'a. So it's just reading them and understanding what's happening here.
Okay. Raja'a Hamidun min al-madrasati li'annahu maridun.
Sorry, just one second. Let me just get it to the page. Raja'a Hamidun min al-madrasati li'annahu maridun. Correct? Translate.
Hamid
Return.
returned from the school because he was sick.
Because he is sick.
Sorry, he is sick.
No. So past tense, because it's past tense. Yeah, because he was sick.
He
Correct.
was sick. So the annahu means there is li anna and huwa.
Yes, huwa becomes who because it's the
He.
meter mutasil. Li'anna, because he is sick.
So, and the second sentence, Rajat Aminatu min al madrasati li'annaha maridatun. The same meaning, feminine version, and li'annaha is li'anna and plus hiya. So it will be li'annaha.
Correct. Amina
And
returned.
Amna returned from the madrasa because she was sick.
Correct.
Raja'tu min al-madrasati li'annani maridatun. I returned from the school because I am sick.
Excellent.
Here is the anna and anna. The anna and anna.
Yeah, ni is ana.
Anna. Yeah.
Annani because I am sick.
Yes.
Do you mind I ask a question, sir, if you don't mind? Okay. These questions that we just covered, Raja'a Hamidun min al-madrasati and all the other ones, how do you break down these sentences? Like Raja'a Hamidun is a complete sentence. Okay. Min al-madrasati li'annahu marizun. If you don't mind, if you think it's an appropriate time to explain.
No, that's fine.
So wondering.
No, that's fine. That's a good question. Okay, what will happen here now is this. You will say Raja'a, verb, Hamidun, fa'il. So verb, fa'il, doer, min al-madrasati, min is harf jar, as you know from book 1. Al-madrasati is majroor. It's getting a kasra because of min. Now, this is a whole complete sentence. This will be called a jumla fi'liya. Then li'anna is harfun mushabbahatun bil fi'l. That's the li'anna is harf mushabbaha. That's what's the title given to this time. Who is the ism of li'anna? And maridun is the khabar. Ism and the khabar together becomes jumla ismiya and is a new sentence. That's it.
Okay, got it.
That's how it would be. It's a good question you've asked. So how this comes, when it comes, it'll be treated as a separate sentence itself.
That was really helpful. If you could do that a few more times, please, that would help, and I could listen back to the recording then.
Yeah, that's fine.
You.
So Sister Bilqis, I want you to do the next two.
Okay. Okay. Raja'at Aminatu. So Raja'at is a verb. Okay. Aminatu is the doer of the verb. Min al madrasati is jar majroor. Okay. Li'annaha is li'anna is a harf mushabba bil fi'l, and ha is the dhamir muttasil mansub. Maridatun is a khabar for la'annaha. So it's a separate sentence now. La'annaha is a separate jumla ismiya.
Excellent.
Okay. Raja'tu is a fail and with a file embedded inside.
Excellent. No. If you say embedded, it means that it's mustatir. If you say attached,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a zamire. What is that term called? Oh, okay, whatever. So it's
Zahir. Zamir
is okay. Zamir is Zahir. So there is no separate file outside the verb. The verb is inside the file. Okay.
Yep.
So Rajatu min al madrasati is a jar majroor. Li'annani is a what was that?
Mushabba bil fi'l.
Mushabba bil fi'l. Yeah.
Mushabba bil fi'l.
حرف مشبه بالفعل. ني is a ضمير متصل منصوب. مريضة is a خبر لأنني.
Excellent.
Okay, so together it's a new جملة اسمية.
Correct. Jazakallah. Thank
Okay.
So, can I just say this khabar?
Yes.
In marizatun or marizun is khabar, not innani, lekin is khabar li anna.
Yes, yes. So yeah, so when she said li'annani, she meant the khabar of li'anna. So yes, you're right. To be,
Yeah, all these terms are like very.
Sorry.
that's good. It's good. It's good that you actually picked on that fine details. That's good.
Thank you just so much.
So
Right.
can I just interrupt, Malana?
No problem.
When you said li'annaha or li'annahu or li'annani is a separate sentence.
Yep.
But because he is ill or because she is ill or because I am ill is not a separate sentence on its own, is it?
It's a
clause.
so when I mean a separate sentence, it means it's a continuation of the sentence itself. It means it's a new sentence continuing, trying to explain the previous sentence. In that sense, I mean a new sentence. So it's continuation, but it's a sentence by itself, even though it's explaining the previous sentence.
Okay.
Yeah, because li'anna is a noun, ha is the ism of inna, maridatun is a khabar. Of course, it's coming as an explanation, we understand that, but as a sentence, it's like in English, I went to the shop, I bought this, and I bought this. So I bought and I bought, I went out. This is a continuation of the whole sequence of events itself. Yeah?
Okay. Okay.
Right. I'm not going to do this exercise. There's no need for that. That's done. Okay, now lesson number 5. This is the lesson which sister I think was Shabna was talking about, the objects. So this lesson is all about the objects. So what we're going to do is this. Who is there? Sister Nigat, can you kindly start the first point?
Okay.
Or let me put it in a nutshell, make it easier for you, rather than read this point, or make it easier for you. Now, just remember this point. So the whole thing, what it's trying to explain is this, is that when you have a verb, so every verb has a doer. Every verb has a doer, and sometimes you can have a noun after the verb, which represents who is performing the action. And sometimes what can happen is that you have nouns, which represents who's performing the action. Now, in the Arabic language, the Arabs have made a ruling, is this. The ruling is this, is that whenever the verb commences, so look, if you look at this example, whenever the verb starts a sentence like dhahabat, you can have either a singular noun as a doer or a plural as well. So you can either say, dhahabat at-talibatu, dhahabat at-talibatu. So dhahabat means she, but at-talibatu is
Plural of feminine.
yes, talibatu. But if at-talibatu is coming in the beginning of the sentence, then the verb will have to correspond to this. So these arrows, it's just showing the positioning. So when it's a nominal sentence, when the fa'il, so normally, can you see at-talibatu is the fa'il of the verb dhahabat. So it's coming after the verb. The verb is singular. At-talibatu is plural. But over here now, at-talibatu is coming in the beginning of the sentence. So it becomes mubtada. Whenever a noun comes in the beginning of the sentence, it's mubtada. And dhahabna is khabar. And hum, in here, hunna is the khabar, referring back to at-talibatu. So whenever the doer of the verb comes before the verb will correspond in the number and gender as well. So I cannot say at-talibatu dhahabu. I cannot say at-talibatu dhahaba. That's incorrect. Is this clear? Is this clear, class?
Yes, sir, it's clear.
Sheikh, so
Yes.
if the verb precedes the noun, it
Yep.
can be either in the singular or corresponding with the noun.
No.
But if
No. If the verb comes first, the verb would be singular, and the doer can be singular or plural.
okay,
Singular or plural. But if the doer of the verb comes first, then the verb will correspond in the gender and the number as well.
okay, thank you, Sheikh.
Now over here now, at-tulabu is masculine plural, coming in the beginning of the sentence, nominal sentence, as I say here. Dhahabu is the khabar. It corresponds to this in the number and gender. But if the verb starts a sentence, becomes a verbal sentence, then dhahaba, at-tulabu is singular and at-tulabu is plural. So singular verb, plural, fa'il. So this is the ruling. And this is the whole thing. This long-winded explanation was coming over here itself. That every verb, every doer of a verb can be either a pronoun attached to the verb, or either it could be a noun which comes after the verb. And when we have this, at-talibatu dhahabna, at-tulabu dhahabu, how would you translate this, sister? Who I'm going to pick on? Sister Zohra Virji, how would you translate it? Talibatu dhahabna.
The students went.
The students, they went.
They went.
Yes. And at-tulabu dhahabu.
The students, they went. Again,
Correct.
the same thing.
Yeah, same. Yeah. So when we say dhahabat at-talibatu, how would you translate this here now?
The students went.
Exactly. Here, the students went. Here, the female students, they went. So the word they will be used in the translation. The students, they went. But when you say dhahabat at-talibatu, you will only say the female students went. There's no need to use they, because at-talibatu is taking the place of the pronoun which is attached to the verb.
Okay.
I think I need to read this again to refresh everyone's memory. Right. So I'm going to ask, who should I ask? Sister Shabnam, can you read this for me, please? Sister Shabnam, can you read this for me, please? In this lesson.
In this lesson, we learned the following: the fa'il, the subject of a verbal sentence. We have already learned that in Arabic there are two types of sentence, nominal and verbal. The nominal sentence commences with a noun, and the verbal sentence commences with a verb. The subject of a verbal sentence is called the fa'il, al-fa'ilu. For example, dhahaba Bilalun, Bilal went. The fa'il is marfu. The fa'il can be a pronoun also. For example, dhahabu, they went. The fa'il is the waw. Dhahabta, you went. The fa'il is ta. Dhahabna, we went. The fa'il is na. Please note that in dhahabat tullabu, the students went, the verb dhahaba has no waw at the end, because dhahabu means they went. And if we say at-tullabu, dhahabu,
Sorry,
sorry, other way around, dhahabu tullabu, it means they, the students, went. This is not correct because there cannot be two fa'ils for a verb. But we can say at-tullabu dhahabu. Here, at-tullabu is mubtada, and the sentence dhahabu, they went, is khabar. The same also applies to third person feminine. Dhahabatul banatu, the girls went, or al-banatu dhahabna. So learn this rule. Do you want me to read the rule as in with the arrows?
Yep.
Or
yeah, go ahead.
okay. Nominal sentence. At-tullabu dhahabu. At-talibatu dhahabna. And for a verbal sentence, dhahabat tullabu. Dhahabtit talibatu. Sorry, dhahabati. Yeah, I'm looking at the dhahabati talibatu. The marfu bihi, the object. The marfu bihi is mansub. Example, fatahal waladul baba. The boy opened the door. Here al-baba is the marfu bihi, and so it is mansub. Here are some more examples. Ra'aytu hamidan. I saw Hamid. Sa'alat fil mudiratu Zainaba. The headmistress asked Zainab. Sharibar rajulul ma'a. The man drank water. Sa'alal waladu ummahu. The boy asked his mother. Note that in the last example, the marfu bihi is umma, and so it takes the ending, and the pronoun hu is not part of it, ummahu. Here are some more examples of this kind. Ra'aytu baytaka. I saw your house. Bayta and ka. Fatahat talibu kitaba. The student opened his book. Kitaba plus hu. Kitabahu. The marfu bihi can be a pronoun. Example, Ra'aytu Bilalan wa sa'altuhu. I saw Bilal and asked him. The noon of the tanween is followed by a kasra if the next word commences with hamzatul wasl. Example, Shariba Hamidul ma'a. Shariba Hamidun. Have I said that right? Shariba Hamidul ma'a.
So Shariba Hamudun nil ma'a. So yeah.
Okay. So it splits the tanween.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
So right, that's it. Now, did you understand? Did everyone understand this so far? So what I was trying to explain about the verbal sentence and the nominal sentence itself. Was that clear? Sister Kauthar, did you understand that?
Inshallah, I think so.
Right,
Sheikh,
okay.
I didn't understand it. I have to sit and plow through this because as I was reading it, I was trying to understand it and I really didn't.
Okay, so what? Okay, let me. Wait.
I think it's probably a long time since I've looked at this lesson.
Oh.
It may just be that I need to sit and really concentrate my way through it.
Okay, come on the mic. I'll tell you. Explain it to you. So, where's it going? Now over here now, there are two types. There's a nominal sentence and a verbal sentence. Correct?
Yes.
Now, when you have a a nominal sentence, then the sentence is started with a noun, at-tullabu. Now, because at-tullabu is a noun, and whenever a noun, which is the one who is performing the action, comes before the verb, then this verb, dhahabu, will have to correspond to at-tullabu. So
Right.
at-tullabu is plural, masculine. Dhahabu is plural, masculine.
Okay.
Is this clear? So the
Yes.
translation will be the students, because it is a nominal sentence. So the translation would be the students. Now, after dhahabu, is there any nouns, but is there any fa'il after it? No. There's no, it's not like at-tullabu, dhahabu, at-tullabu. It's not like that, correct?
Correct.
So this dhahabu is referring back to at-tullabu. So therefore, when you will translate the fa'il or the person who's performing the action in this verb, it's they. And they itself will refer back to at-tullabu. So this is correct. In this type of translation, we will say the students, they went. So they is referring back to at-tullabu. There are not two doers of the action of dhahabu. It's one person, but what's happened is that because it's a nominal sentence, therefore we had to say they went, and they is referring back to at-tullabu. Is this clear so far?
Yes.
Then over here, at-talibatu, it's plural feminine. Plural feminine. Now, because normally the verb should start the sentence and the doer comes after it. That's a normal ruling. But when the doer of the verb comes before the verb, then the verb becomes subservient towards at-talibatu. Because at-talibatu is plural feminine, therefore
The verb has to be plural feminine.
exactly.
Okay.
But when it's a verbal sentence, when it's a verbal sentence, we would say, we will use a singular, and at-talibatu is plural. Dhahabat at-talibatu or dhahabat at-talibatu. The translation will be, the female students went. The female students went. I cannot say dhahabna at-talibatu. So if you say dhahabna at-talibatu, you're making for the verb two doers. They went, the students. Do you understand here? They went, the students. There are not two doers of the verb. There's only one person. So therefore, the verb will, whenever the verb is going to start the sentence, the verb will remain singular, and the doer can be either singular or dual. So you can either say dhahabat at-talibatu or dhahabat at-talibatu. So the singular verb can have two types of doers, either in the form of singular or plural. Is this clear?
Yes.
Over here now, dhahaba at-tullabu. Explain what's happening here now. The verb is singular, the doer is
Plural.
why?
At-tullabu.
So that's a ruling. So you can have a singular verb, and the doer of the verb can be either plural
Plural or singular.
and the verb can remain in the singular form.
Okay.
But if this at-tullabu came before the verb, then the verb will be corresponding to
the tullabu.
Then it will be dhaha.
It would have to be plural.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Okay.
Okay, right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's go through the lesson now. Can I request I think who should I request? Sister Zebunisa Kanji and Sister Zohra Virji. Can you both read this lesson, please? And then I'll get Sister Nigat.
Okay. Should I start?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Al-Mudarrisu. Man fataha bab al-fasli. Who opened the door of the class?
Ana fatahtuhu. I opened it.
Waman fataha nawafidha. And who opened the window?
Ana fatahtuhu. I opened it.
من كسر هذا المكتب؟ أنت كسرته يا هاشم. Sheikh, I forgot what kasara means.
To break.
To break. To break.
Oh,
Who broke this
who-
table?
Who broke this table? Did you break it, O Hashim?
La inni ma kasartuhu. No, I did not break it.
رجع زكريا وحمزة وأثمان من مكة. Did Zakaria and Hamza and Uthman return from Makkah?
La ma raja'u. No, they did not return. They have not returned.
يا أستاذ خرج الطلاب الجدد وذهبوا إلى المدير. Oh, teacher, did the students?
No.
No.
الطلاب الجدد, the new students.
The new students went to the principal.
Afahimta darsa ya Talhatu? Did you understand the lesson, or Talha?
نعم فهمته جيدا. Yes, I understood it very well.
Katabta ajwiyata ya Faisalu?
Al-ajwibata.
Al-ajwibata. Katabta ajwibata ya Faisalu? Did you write answers, O Faisal?
لا ما كتبتها. No, I did not write them.
Limada? Why?
لأنني ما فهمت الأسئلة.
أسئلة.
أسئلة. Because I did not understand the question.
Hafizta Surat al-Fajr ya Ibrahim? Did you memorize Surat al-Fajr, O Ibrahim?
نعم حفظتها وحفظت سورة التين أيضا. Yes, I memorized it, and I also memorized Surah Tin.
Excellent. Jazakallah. Thank you. Is that clear for everyone, that lesson?
Yes.
Yes.
Right, okay. What's that? Okay, I'm going to ask this exercise to be done. So I'm going to ask everyone to come on the mic. Change the following nominal sentence to verbal sentences as shown in the example. So sister Nigat, Bismillah, start off. So al-awladu sharibu al-kahwata. The children, they drank. So al-awladu is plural, verb is coming plural. Sharibu al-kahwata. Shariba al-awladu al-kahwata. So now, because it's a verbal sentence, now the verb is coming in the beginning. So instead of sharibu, it becomes shariba. Bismillah, Sister Nigat. An-nasu.
An-nasu sami'ul adana. The people heard azan. Listen to the azan.
Yep.
Sami'an nasul adana. The verb is singular, and the people heard the azan.
Yeah, the fa'il, nas is plural.
Fa'il.
Yeah.
Ji.
And al-adhana is maf'ul bihi. Correct.
Azan is maf'ul bihi. At-tullabu katabul ajwibata. This is again the nominal sentence,
Right.
and mubtada and khabar.
Mhm.
So the students wrote the answers or exercise, and katabat tullabul ajwibata.
Excellent.
Here is the verb is singular, and the file is plural, and the same translation. The students wrote the answers.
Yep,
The
number 4
exercise.
and 5. And then I'll bring someone else on the mic.
مفعول به.
4 and 5. الطالبات.
G. الطالبات دخلنا الفصل. The female students enter in the classroom, and here is again the nominal sentence مبتدا خبر. So it will be دخلت الطالبات في الفصل. The واحد I mean singular verb and the plural file.
Excellent.
And then المدرسون خرجوا من الفصول. The again nominal sentence, the teachers exited from the classrooms. I mean the plural of the classroom, فصول. And then the verbal sentence خرج المدرسون من الفصول. The same, the kharaja is the فعل واحد and the mudarisuna is the plural file.
Excellent.
And من الفصول is the مفعول به.
Ahsanti. Sister Bilqis. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
زملائي رجعوا من مكة. So this is a nominal sentence. Zumlai is a mubtada, and raja'u min makkata is a jumla failure coming as a khabar. And changing into a jumla failure is raja'a zumlai min makkata.
Right.
Okay. Akhawati ghasalna al-qumsana. So this is a jumla ismiya. Akhwati mubtada, ghasalna al-qumsana is a jumla failure coming as a khabar. Changing into jumla failure is ghasala غسل أخواتي القمصانة.
Correct.
غسلت.
Yeah, sorry. غسلت. Thank you, sister. غسلت أخواتي القمصانة. Okay. التجار فتحوا الدكاكين. جملة اسمية again. التجار مبتدا فتحوا الدكاكين جملة فعلية coming as a خبر. Changing into جملة فعلية is فتح التجار دكاكين.
Excellent.
الطبيبات sorry. الطبيبات ذهبنا إلى المستشفى. الطبيبات مبتدا. ذهبنا إلى المستشفى جملة فعلية coming as a خبر. Changing into جملة فعلية is ذهبت الطبيبات إلى المستشفى. الطلاب فهموا الدرس. جملة اسمية الطلاب is a مبتدا. فهموا الدرس جملة فعلية coming as a خبر. Okay. فهم الطلاب الدرس.
فهم الطلاب الدرس. أحسنتي. Is this clear for you now, Sister Shabnam?
Yes, it's getting there. Thank you.
Sister Kawthar. Ya Kawthar.
I'm gonna have to listen again, but I think that the explanation is good and clear. I should be able to get it.
Inshallah. Just what you need to do is make a chart. Just look, and that's the best way of learning. Just that chart nominal sentence, verbal sentence, and that would be really easy for you to grasp it itself.
Thank you. I will, inshallah.
Okay. Do you want to read? Go ahead. 9. خرجت الطلاب.
خرج الطلاب وذهبوا. The students returned.
Went
And returned. Sorry.
And they went. No, the students exited. خرج, they exited. وذهبوا, and they went.
Oh, okay.
So what can you see here now? Kharaja, look at this now. Kharaja is a singular verb. The doer of the verb is at-tullabu, plural. So the students went. Now what's happened is that because the students, the doer of the verb is coming before the verb, at-tullabu. So we cannot say dhahaba because at-tullabu, is it singular or plural?
Plural.
So we have to use dhahabu. So the students went, and then we are going to say, the students exited, وَذَهَبُوا, and they went. Now over here now, singular verb, the doer of the verb is plural. And then the verb which is coming after it is coming in the plural format because we are referring back to the students. Because the doer of the verb is plural and it's coming before the verb has to correspond to at-tullabu. Because they are plural, masculine, the verb is also coming plural, masculine. Translate, please. Qara'a.
Qara'a is to
Read.
say?
No,
Read.
read. Yeah, he
Okay.
read. The students
He-
read.
Students read and they wrote.
Correct.
Akalan nasu wa sharibu. The nasu, the people ate
Yep.
and they all drank.
Ahsanti.
Okay, thank you. Yes,
No.
I think I'm getting it. Thank you.
Okay, now I want you to do 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the first verb will be singular, the next verb will be plural. So you want to say the students entered and they sat in the class. Bismillah.
Hmm.
Same,
Dakhal-
same,
yeah.
same formula as this. The first verb remains singular, the next verb comes plural. So the same theme applies here. Dakhala,
Tulabu
yep, and
jalasu.
Jalasu in the classroom.
Oh, jalasul faslu.
No, in the classroom. Fil
Fil
fasli.
fasli.
Correct. Next one.
Zaraba qatalu.
Daraba, who hit? Al-awladu.
Oh yeah, sorry. Zaraba
Al-awladu
awladu
wa and
wa
they killed. They killed.
qatalu
Waqatalu
qatalul hayyatu.
al-hayyata is the object. Al-hayya
Al-hayyata.
al-hayyata. Exactly.
Okay.
ضرب الأولاد وقتلوا الحية. أحسنتي. Next one.
Still me.
Yes.
Oh, okay. قرأ فهم قرأ الطلاب
وفهموا
فهموا الدرس.
Object. When is the
Yeah,
object or
that's
verb
the
gets a
object.
fatha. Ad-dar
الدرس.
sa. Exactly. Translate. The students read
The students read
and Fahima, he
Fahim-
understood, and Fahimu,
understood the text.
Dars, lesson.
The lesson, sorry. Yes.
Excellent. Jazakallah. That's much better.
Jazakallah. Thank you.
Sister, who's going to be next? Sister Sabira, Bismillah. So you got
Yep.
4 to do, and then and I'll give you some more other quizzes, and that's the end of the lesson. Bismillah. Sister Sabira.
Okay, so it's Samia Annaso.
What did you hear?
So the
Object is this.
the people heard
What?
al-adana.
Excellent.
Samia
And?
Annaso al-adana. وذهبوا المسجد.
إلى المسجد.
إلى المسجد, and then they
MashaAllah.
went to the masjid.
How are you finding now as well, Sister Sabira? You find it much more confident now?
Yes, after you explained about the verbal sentence and the nominal sentence, then it kind of, and then we've been doing these exercises, so
Yeah.
it's making sense.
Brilliant. Okay, that's good because I have to take care of all of you together. So that's the reason why I'm asking yourself. That's good news. Now, I want you to, Sister Sabira, go through these verbs and tell me the meaning of these verbs. And that will be the end of class today.
Okay. Akala, to eat.
He ate. Akala, he ate.
Sorry, he ate. Gasala, he washed. Qara'a, he read. Kataba, he wrote. Dharaba, he hit. Katala, he killed. Dakhala, he entered. kharaja, he exited. Hafiza, he memorized. Shariba, he drank. Fahima, he understood. Sami'a, he heard.
Excellent. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajam. That was excellent. That was really good. So inshallah, next lesson, 6 and 7, I'll do that together. Now, if anyone wants to listen into the, I've got another class with a fast track group tomorrow at 6:30. So if anyone wants to listen into lesson number, which lesson I'm going to do with them tomorrow? I'm going to do lesson number probably 6, 7, and 8, 3 lessons with them tomorrow. Sorry, no, I'm not going to be able to do 3 lessons. I'm going to be doing 2 lessons with them. I'm going to do lesson number 7 and 8 with them for revision, and then inshallah, then one more lesson next week, and then inshallah, hopefully both groups will be ready and finish the book, and then inshallah in the new year we'll start book 4 inshallah. Any questions from anyone?
Inshallah.
No? Okay.
Allah. Thank you, Sheikh. Jazakallah.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali
I-
Muhammad. Yes,
Just
Sister
wanted to find out, you have the Wednesday class with another group. So are you going to be covering the same book, or I think we were doing another book, weren't we?
No, we're
Good
doing
revision, because that's good revision too.
which one? I mean, I'm doing. It's book 3. Book 3. I'm doing with them at 7:30.
Yeah. Okay. So that's
Yeah, so I've got a lesson for the fast track group 6:30 to 7:30. Then from 7:30 to 8:30, book 3, lesson number 3 we on from book 3 as well, because that's a fresh batch. So they're on just lesson number 3,
Okay.
lesson number 3 or lesson number 4.
Sheikh, what about Morocco, France?
I haven't got time for them, to be honest.
you can record it. You can record it.
No, it's okay. What time is the match, by the way?
What time's the match?
7 p.m.